This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
This local woman is trying to save lives, including her good friends. See if you can help next. It's Friday Eve and I'm Ken Kara. I appreciate your time, whether you're watching us on TV or the Samsung Productions app. And remember, in HD, we are available on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. Now here's your Thursday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Well, November is here, and that means winter is not far behind. Yesterday, state officials kicked off the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, more commonly referred to as LIHEAP. The federally funded program provides assistance for home heating bills to keep low-income Pennsylvanians warm and safe during the winter months. Teresa Osborne is the secretary of the Pennsylvania Department of Aging.
As the chillier weather arrives, some seniors have to make decisions between warming their homes or paying for their groceries, or their medications, or their taxes, or their rent. It's time when far too many of our seniors are starting to say to themselves, I have to decide to heat or eat.
The application period kicked off yesterday and continues through April 6th of 2018. The assistance is available for renters and homeowners. For more information, visit dhs.pa.gov. Meanwhile, an event in our area will be held over to help raise awareness for those who do not have a warm place to sleep. The third annual Warm a Vet, Warm Your Heart Homeless Veteran Awareness Sleepout gets underway at 6 p.m. tomorrow night and continues through Sunday at 2 p.m. It's being held along Route 309 in Hazel Township, about a quarter of a mile before McAdoo. The event is co-sponsored by Voices for the Fallen with Free Spirits Riding Club. You're invited to drop off donations for displaced veterans and veterans in need, warm clothing, thermals, socks, sweatshirts, hoodies, hats, coats, gloves, scarves, and waterproof clothing. Food and personal hygiene products are also needed. For more information, go to our Facebook page. We have shared the event and their list of items needed. And another event designed to raise awareness about organ donation will take place later this month. Lisa Sugart has a story.
I'm pleased to welcome to our studios today Vanessa Richardson. She is a family friend of the Cunninghams, Marcia Cunningham, who is in need of a kidney transplant right now. Her husband Leon was recently here to tell us her story. And Vanessa, you got involved, you know the family, you're close with them, and you wanted to help to raise awareness for organ donation. So there's a special event that you have coming up. Tell us about it, why you wanted to hold this.
I'm holding an organ donation awareness event in honor of Marcia to help her find a kidney. I've been close friends with the family for about 5 years or so, and to see Marcia struggle all the time and to see her really, just not live up to her full potential, it, breaks my heart. We used to do things all the time. We'd go out, and we do less and less, because she has days where she doesn't feel good, and she just needs to rest, and that's the main thing. We just want to see her get better and help her find a kidney.
So now you are hoping to do that by holding this event. It is an organ donation awareness event. Hopefully you'll come out and learn about organ donation. So that's mainly what you're trying to do. There's going to be a lot of things happening there, but the main gist is, you said if you could get one person to maybe sign up to be an organ donor, that would be a success.
Yeah, I mean, our main focus is obviously finding Marcia a kidney and helping Marcia get better, but if we can get one person to realize the importance of being an organ donor and just switching that simple, option on your driver's license is huge, and that's our focus.
All righty, so now information on organ donor awareness will be there during this event on the 18th, but there will also be tricky trays, vendors, music, and also food for sale, a bake sale. So there's going to be a lot happening. So maybe you need some people out there to come and make your event even bigger and better.
Absolutely. We could definitely use more tricky trays. Everyone loves a good tricky tray or two. Local vendors, independent sales reps, people who make crafts and would love to, sell some of them and get the word out there. Anything would help, and the bigger it is, the better. And maybe we can make this a yearly thing if we get a good turnout.
Alrighty. So if anyone out there is interested in helping, they call you, Vanessa?
Yes, absolutely.
And your number is?
570-582-5535.
All righty. So we're hoping that you can come out and help, that you'll learn more about being an organ donor, and also help out giving support to Marcia. We wish her the best. Please, I told Leon, tell her that we're praying for her and hoping everything goes well. So if you are interested in helping to find out if you could be an organ donor for Marcia or for someone, come to this event. Also, there will be food, tricky trays, games, music as well. Lots of fun, right?
Absolutely. We hope, hopefully it's a great night and we have a lot of fun and a great turnout.
Alrighty. Again, the Organ Donation Awareness Event, Saturday, November 18th. It starts at noon. It goes till 6 p.m. at the L&L Fire Company in Weatherly. Call Vanessa if you can help. Otherwise, just show up for the event. Give Marcia great support, and we hope that we have a success story that she truly does find a kidney donor.
Thanks, Lisa. Moving on this Thursday, the state of Pennsylvania has officially launched its patient and caregiver registry for the medical marijuana program. The announcement marked a major milestone in getting medication to patients. Dr. Rachel Levine is acting health secretary and physician general.
It is critical to have physician support. We cannot underestimate the role physicians have played in making sure that patients can have access to medical marijuana. As we launch the Patient and Caregiver Registry today, we have more than 100 physicians that are approved practitioners.
Two of the approved physicians are from our area. They are Dr. Paul Tyhoon of Hazleton and Dr. Robert Domkowski of Fairview Township. Officials say that patients and caregivers can go to the website at medicalmarijuana.pa.gov and register to participate in the medical marijuana program. Election Day is now just 5 days away, and one of the major races in our area is for Hazleton Area School Board. 5 candidates are vying for 4 vacancies, with 3 of the 5 candidates securing nominations on both the Republican and Democratic tickets. The 3 candidates whose names will appear on both ballots on Tuesday include incumbent school director Bob Mahalik and political newcomers Linda DeCosmo and Ed Szymanski. Meanwhile, Dr. Robert Childs, a former member of the board, won a Democratic nomination, while another political newcomer, Alexander Van Hoeklen, won the 4th Republican slot. Well, after you cast your ballot on Tuesday, tune in to SSPTV News for the area's most comprehensive election night coverage. Join the area's most experienced election team for results on races that are important to you. SSPTV's election night coverage begins next Tuesday, November 7th at 8 p.m. Remember, you can watch us live on Service Electric Channel 13 and in high definition on Channel 513 or from anywhere at ssptv.com. This Friday night, I'm going to get 2 boxes of Frankies cold pizza and finish watching Stranger Things 2. I can't think of anything better except a free box of Frankies cold pizza. And each Thursday, you have a chance to win a box of 12 slices of Frankies cold pizza with their signature sauce and cheese blend, baked fresh with no preservatives. No strange things. Call 570-459-9813, extension 104. We need your name and number. The winner will be drawn at random. Up next, PennDOT is hiring. Find out what positions are available. And in sports, our John Eric Polai recaps MMI's run at a district volleyball title. And Dave Seaman and I will talk about the college football playoff and the local high school football playoffs. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The winter weather is just around the corner. The threat of snow means a busy plowing season for PennDOT. As Lisa Sugar reports, PennDOT is currently looking for people to operate those plows.
I'm pleased to welcome back to our studios today James May, who is the Regional Press Director for PennDOT. This time we're talking about a new subject, jobs for PennDOT. So this is good news for our viewers.
This is one of those win-win for your viewers and for PennDOT, because we are actively hiring, and we know there are people out there who could use a job. Right now, there are 3 primary positions that we need. We're always hiring, but this time of year, we're looking at 3 temporary positions, but many times these will lead to full-time positions with the state. First of all, we need our plow operators. We need people. You have to have a CDL license, and there's some other requirements that you can look at online, but we do need people who can drive drive the plows this winter. We also need people who can fix the plows, so diesel mechanics. That's one of our huge needs, especially with the gas industry in the area. We have a huge need for people that know how to fix these big plows and these trucks for us. And the third one of the positions that we need right now immediately is radio operators. These are the people who will take the phone calls, and whenever you call that 1-800-FIX-ROAD that we talk about, that call goes directly to the county. And then the operator there is the one who passes that information on and keeps track of where we need to send some of our resources. So plow operators, diesel mechanics, and radio operators are our big need right now.
So for anyone who is interested, what do they have to do? How do they find out more about these jobs?
The best place is to go to www.employment.pa.gov, and all the information is there. And again, these are temporary positions right now, but will lead to full-time positions with the state. And our radio operators start around $12 or $13 an hour, and it goes up to $17, $18 an hour. So it's good, especially for someone who's looking for some temporary work here over the winter, maybe pay for some of those Christmas bills. So it's a great way to get your foot in the door with PennDOT as well.
All right, now we know how to apply. When they do apply, are they guaranteed to work in their area, or do they work wherever they're told to go?
Well, on the application, you can list what counties you'd be interested and willing to work in. And so if you simply want to work in, say, Luzerne County, you can put that down. But if you're willing to travel a little bit, you can list those counties as well. So it's a great way to get your foot in the door, and then, like you're saying, to specify where exactly you want to be working. So again, www.employment.pa.gov.
All right, good advice. If you're looking for a job, PennDOT might have the answer for you. Thanks for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you very much.
James May from PennDOT.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Wasn't all that snow video wonderful, my friends? Well, I had my winter jacket on while taking this weather shot, and I sweat through my dress shirt. Oh, fall in Pennsylvania, you are fun. Here's our local weather now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, patchy fog before midnight, and then patchy fog after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy. We'll have a low of 55 degrees. On Friday, we might see some scattered showers, mainly after 3 p.m. Patchy fog before 11 a.m. A mostly cloudy day with a high of 63. You have a 30% chance of some precipitation. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 37 degrees. On Saturday, it's a mostly sunny day, but highs only in the mid-50s. Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 43. And then on Sunday, a 50% chance of showers, cloudy, high of 59. At night, 40% chance of showers, cloudy with a low of 52. On Monday, showers are likely, cloudy with a high of 64. Monday night, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 44 degrees. Lottery numbers are up on SSP TV News. Pick 2, 6, 7. Pick 3 numbers 404. Pick 4, 0106. Pick 5, 10789. And the wild number is 9. For the second straight day in a row, we have some great volleyball highlights coming your way in sports next.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
On Wednesday night, our John Eric Poli traveled deep into the Pocono Mountains, and that's where he found the MMI Lady Preppers searching for gold.
Last night, MMI played in their third straight PIAA District 2 Class Single A Girls Volleyball District Championship. The previous 2 years, the Lady Preppers fell in this game, and this year they were determined to win and get the gold and knock off Blue Ridge, who had won the previous 3 district championships. The first set was back and forth between the two teams, but in the end it was MMI who would take the set. And watch the emotion from MMI as they have the early momentum. The second set, Blue Ridge was playing lights out and led 24-20, but the Lady Preppers would rally to tie things up at 24. However, the late rally would fall short as Blue Ridge would take the second set 27-25.
Blue Ridge would go on to dominate and win the third set. So if the Lady Preppers are going to take the District 2 crown, they will have to go on and win the fourth and fifth sets.
Unfortunately for MMI, the momentum had now flipped over to Blue Ridge, and the Lady Raiders would dominate in the fourth set to win their 4th straight district title. But they know it wasn't easy, and they've seen the strides that MMI has made over the past few years.
I think it's our third year playing them for the district championship, but we have definitely seen a growth in them that I've told people all along this is the best I've seen them yet. But just scrappy, get a hand on everything, just solid defense, just kept the ball alive, which teams like that are hard to beat because you have a hard time getting the ball on the floor.
MMI had several seniors on the team, and their head coach Sean Evans praises the senior class for what they've done to turn the MMI program around, as they are now competitive year in and year out.
Not one of these kids ever played volleyball before. And, in a 4-year developmental program, you see where we brought them, that they're competitive, especially in the conference we're in. I mean, we're in Wyoming Valley Conference. Blue Ridge is up in the Lackawanna. We're facing double, triple, and quad A because we're the only single A team down there. So we're that little spot in the House of Giants in the Wyoming Valley Conference, and we've knocked off some larger teams this year. And, 4 years of work that these kids dedicated to this program proves that.
The senior class graduates with 3 district silvers, but the district gold may come soon as the Lady Preppers have a strong group of underclassmen.
This whole group of kids, they helped develop the new freshman group. We had 13 freshmen come out this year. So our program is self-sustained for the next 4 years again. The freshman group is going to be a phenomenal group. There are a lot of natural-born athletes on that group.
Reporting for SSPTV Sports, I'm John Eric Pauli.
Thank you, John. Also yesterday, the Penn State Hazleton men's soccer team, they lost in the Penn State University Athletic Conference final to Penn State Brandywine 2-1. Well, I've had 4 days to recover from Penn State's loss to Ohio State. I'm still not 100%, but by Christmas I should be good. I was able to gather my thoughts and talk college football with Dave Seaman, though. All right, it's after halftime, part 2 of Dave Day this week with Standard Speaker Sports editor Dave Seaman. Dave, let's jump right into a college football playoff. First rankings of the year released. Our Nittany Lions go down over the weekend. Notre Dame wins over the weekend against NC State. NC State is number 20 in the first college football playoff ranking. So Notre Dame, let's start with them, Dave. They're at number 3, a spot I think they definitely earned. They have some big ones coming up against number 10 Miami, against number 21 Stanford on the road. But for right now, the Irish looking impressive. And I think very deserving to be in the top 4.
There's no doubt about it. Their attack, their rushing attack has been as good as anybody in the country. They're physical, they're strong. A team that has grown up after winning only 4 games last year. I think Brian Kelly, and I will say, has done a better job, communicating with his players, and it seems like they've responded very well. They've looked good all year, except for that game against Georgia, which again was only a 1-point loss, which means they weren't penalized too much by the playoff committee.
And Dave, interesting, I totally agree with these college football rankings. I mean, they have Georgia at number 1. Some people surprised over Alabama, but they have that win over Notre Dame. And I think Penn State got some respect, even after a 1-point loss at the Horseshoe. They're at number 7, Ohio State at 6, Oklahoma at 5, Oklahoma beating Ohio State at the Horseshoe at Ohio Stadium earlier this year. So I think very fair. And Penn State still has a path to the playoff, but they're going to need some help.
Yeah, they're going to need some help. I think they have to, hope for the teams in the Big 12 conference, the Oklahoma State's, TCU, to knock each other off and maybe split some decisions. You have Oklahoma State this week. Maybe one wins this week, and if they happen to have a rematch in the Big 12 championship game, the other team wins that game. Notre Dame again has a tough schedule the rest of the way. We don't sleep on Wake Forest either. Wake Forest is an improved football team. They played well this year. So Notre Dame's had a couple emotional wins. They've got to be ready to play Wake Forest, and then they go to Miami, which will be a big game. Miami's undefeated, but Miami's got Virginia Tech and, like we said, Notre Dame next week. So these teams still have to play one another. Clemson, NC State this week. Ohio State has to go to Iowa this week after an emotional win against Penn State. So a lot of football to be played.
Well, Dave, as we learn every year, a lot can happen. But if Penn State does win out and they look at schedules, there's some teams behind them, and that will it be enough? Because right now the only ranked team there is Michigan State. They're at number 24. If the Nittany Lions do beat them, I'll assume they drop out of the top 25. Do you think, as they look at a body of work, that Penn State would be into the college football?
I think they'll be into consideration because they have the playmakers. They have a Heisman candidate in Saquon Barkley. It's an exciting team. A big win over Michigan at the time was looked at really as an impressive win. That's lost some of of its luster, but Michigan's, they have a chance to redeem themselves as well. I mean, they got Wisconsin coming up, Ohio State at the end of the season, so that might look to be a bigger win. Even the Northwestern win looks pretty good right now. Northwestern's kind of picked itself off the deck. So like I said, a lot of football to be played. Knitting-wise, if you're a Penn State fan, first and foremost, you have to just hope your team wins. You win out and you put yourself in a conversation. That's the best you can do. You win out. The worst you can do is get to a very good bowl game at an 11-1. And then if you get some help, who knows what can happen.
And Dave, what I like about the college football playoff is it's not just strength of schedule and that. I think there is an eyeball test. You kind of look at a team and say, all right, I think they are talented, and in these matchups. Locally, they do it this way. We have district playoffs in high school football, and Hazleton area will go up against Williamsport once again, Dave. Close game they lost in the regular season. I believe they lost to the Millionaires last year in the playoffs. You could really see the progression of the Cougar program in these games against Williamsport, and maybe they'll get the victory on Friday night.
Yeah, having to go on the road, they've been on the road. They played at Williamsport. Now this will be the third time since the start of last season. The Cougars have the playmakers. I mean, there's no doubt they've been able to move the football against some good teams this year. Maybe shore up some things on defense. They pitched a shutout against Crestwood this week, but Williamsport's a little bit different than Crestwood, so they're going to be a little bit more of a challenge. A lot of these Williamsport players have been there before. They were part of the playoff team last year that won the sub-regional championship. So it's going to make for an exciting game. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored, and it might come down to which team makes the key defensive stop.
Well, the Standard Speaker will have a full recap of that game and more on Saturday. Keep it locked here on SSPTV News. We'll keep you up to date as well. Dave, thanks for your time.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. We'll kick off the social report with the annual Election Day Pasta and Meatball Dinner at St. John Bosco Church on Tuesday, November 7th from 4 to 7 p.m. Takeout will be made available at 3:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 per person and $5 for children 10 and under. And come on out to One Big Benefit to benefit Austin Kinney. This event will be on Friday at 6 p.m. at the Elks Lodge in Hazleton. For more information, you can call Larry at 570-956-2515. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Irene J. Delasanti of Hazel Township. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton will announce the arrangements at a later time. Barbara J. Reese of Cunningham. The Harmon Funeral Home in Drums will announce the arrangements. William J. Bill Smith of Hazleton. A memorial service will take place Saturday at 11 a.m. at St. Peter's Episcopal Church in Hazleton. The Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family. And Helen B. Warrenda of West Hazleton. Mass is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. at Transfiguration Church at Holy Name of Jesus Parish in West Hazleton. Friends may call Saturday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. at the church. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home in West Hazleton is in charge of the arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Carl Lutz of West Hazleton. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267, extension 104, for your free movie.
Well, tomorrow's First Friday in downtown Hazleton. You can go to downtownhazleton.org to see all the details and find out what's happening. Also tomorrow, Ron Marchetti is here. He actually recorded today. He's really fired up. You're going to enjoy this segment. And our John Arapola is going on a secret mission this weekend. It's not really a secret story, but you're going to be into it. You can check that out next week. Check out past newscasts and other shows at ssptv.com and on the Samsung Productions app. We'll wrap up the week tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.